morning, everybody, man. This is America's Game Show. Chris Pierre. We presenting Jerry. What did you do? What'd you do, Jerry? What'd you do, man? Back at y'all with another one, man. Just sitting back, chilling in the cut. Just wanted to see what y'all talking about today. Y'all come chime on in and holler at me, man. Yeah, I'm listening to the people at ESPN today. And I've been listening to JB. I've been listening to everybody, man, talk about it. But, man, what we got to do is be about it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We talking about it, gonna be about it. We just wanna let y'all know what's really going on today, man. This bad business going on in Dallas, huh? That's what they telling me. They say Jerry got fleeced, understand me? The Green Bay Packers, huh? People telling me that, man, Jerry might have made the Green Bay Packers a dynasty in this league. But one thing we'll find out opening day against Detroit, can they stop the run? Tampering was going on, baby. Jerry Jones has had made a decision to say, I ain't paying you, though. Now, to be 100% objective about this trade, yes, Jerry should have had this decision made early in the offseason. They could have got probably King Ransom, but Dallas Jerry wanted the player on his team, but the agent was trying to fuck Jerry, and Jerry said he wasn't paying him $47 million a year. He's not paying him $5 million more than them other guys that got money. And the agent told Jerry to stick it up his ass, so Jerry is gonna be losing two players. He won't be re-signing that goddamn Pickens neither. So that's gonna be a wasted pick. So Jerry gonna look bad on that. So he's gonna have to go find another receiver in the draft. I wasn't overly excited even about that trade. I mean, it was a good player, but I wasn't overexcited about it. But as I'm sitting here today, yes, Dallas Cowboys is going to be piss po terrible this year. But it might be good for them to be piss po terrible. It actually might be good for them to fall all the way down on the wayside so they can get $60 million off their fucking books. Let me say this, man. Dallas wouldn't win the Super Bowl with Michael Parsons. They had 3 years where they was very competitive. They had the right defensive coordinator in there for 2 of them years. They had a Super Bowl winning, and the potential of Super Bowl winning coordinator in there. And they didn't do anything in those 3 years. There's no reason to keep on, in my opinion, trying to do something that they're not going to accomplish with this group, with this current construct right now. So it is a fleece of talent. It's talent, and it's going to be coming in this league in the next few years. Now the problem is, yes, the Green Bay Packers can have it, but those picks is player personnel picks. Those picks that Dallas got is for really pro talent already in the league, not really talent in the draft, because they're going to be low picks. So what can happen is Dallas could trade the pick down, parlay, trade the pick down to a bad team next year, parlay that pick to a top pick next year. I'm not saying they're gonna do it, but that's probably what they'll do. You got to take those picks and probably say, okay, I'm gonna parlay. Who's a team that's kind of terrible? I might be able to. He turned their 29 and 27 into what? 16, 10, or 11. You know, if you get lucky and something happens, a catastrophic injury happens to the Packers, you get lucky. That pick can move up into the high 20s, or they go in the first round and make the wild card, get eliminated. You know, that pick can move up. Now, everything says the pick is going to be in the 28th business with the Green Bay Packers. So what that means, you got to hit on your draft picks in the draft. You can't mess up now. Now, you know, the Mozzie Smith motherfuckers we can't be fucking around with. But you can draft a pass rusher because you draft Michael Parsons. You drafted DeMarcus Ware. You drafted Greg Ellis. You drafted a couple more pass rushers. You draft a goddamn, what's his name? Now, Dallas got two guys over there right now. They got Sam Williams, and they got the kid out of goddamn Boston College. Are they Michael Parsons? They don't have to be. They need to be solid players. They can get back there and goddamn disrupt the quarterback. If I can get them two guys to do what Michael Parsons do for less money, then you win it. This is a money business. This is a money game. Can't pay everybody. Problem with Jerry, he made this mistake last year. He should not have paid Dak Prescott last year. Dak Prescott was going to play last year. He should have let Dak Prescott play last year, and today, right now, you could be sitting right here with almost over $100 million in cap space. But you didn't do that. So that's why this look bad. Because you paid the quarterback, so you telling everybody, we winning now, but you're not ready to win now. I think realistically, you look at this roster right now. You do got a young offensive line. You do got that. You got an offensive line. If they're going to roll grade, if they're young, it might when they develop and really be great in the middle of the year, season could be over for them. But next Thursday night, they're running into a run team. So, can they stop the run? Now, the problem is, can you stop the run? That's really what it's about. Mr. Jerry Jones is not a good general manager. We don't have to echo these things that we already know. Jerry ain't done nothing since, he done had a few teams. His best consistent team that made the playoffs 3 years in a row was the ones that just, with Michael Parsons, and they was just on. And guess what? Michael Parsons didn't do a tee-tee-ta-ta in the playoffs in 21, 22, and 23. So y'all over here glazing this motherfucker like he's the greatest. Dallas drafted another motherfucker that got 52 sacks and goddamn 53 sacks in the first 4 years. His name was DeMarcus Ware. So looking like Dallas can go. Dallas know what a pass rusher look like. I think they'll go find another. So it is what it is. So I'm not one of these guys that gives a damn. I'm not in love with none of these players. I ain't in love with none of them. I don't give a fuck about no millionaire ass nigga. Let's just get this straight right now. I don't care about Jerry. But let me say this. They can't pay everybody. Dallas is $40 million on the cap. Yeah, Jerry probably should have made this decision in April. Should have really got to called him. You really should have called him after the season was over with last year. So when the season's over with and you had what you covered, good. I can't even talk right now. And you should, but he didn't do it. So fuck it. He was talking about what he could have did. He didn't do it. He wanted to pay the player. He thought he was going to be able to get the player for $41 million. He was trying to get 5 years on the deal. The dude only wanted 4, and he wanted 47. It wasn't going to happen. And I'm proud of Jerry for not bowing down to nobody. You can't keep bowing down. And certain players you really want to have, and certain players, hey, man, fuck it. Do I like him in Green Bay? That is the problem with this trade. Nobody else jumped in the business. No AFC team. I mean Buffalo, but Buffalo probably didn't have what Jerry wanted, and yeah, he knew they would be a chance. I think he looking at them as being a young team that they might make a mistake or they might do something they might underachieve. Uh, you got a one-trick pony that you're trading them to, so they're gonna make a decision on what it is. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, I ain't paying that motherfucker $47 million. I paid $34 million. I ain't paying 30. I ain't paying $47 million. Don't give what the one can say. Not him. Fuck him. We was 28th overall on defense, so I don't want to hear that shit. Mm-hmm. What we worse? It was 28 last year. Who cares if we 32? It was 28. Last in the run. Second to last in run defense. So what does it matter? And y'all's opinion, Dallas ain't win no Super Bowl with him or no way. So why have it? We're not gonna accomplish anything. So I don't want to hear nothing about it. You know, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. You was telling us, y'all was the one that was saying last year, in the last couple of years, that y'all was talking Michael Parsons was an overrated player. And now that he left, now that Jerry traded an overrated player, now he all that. That's what y'all say. That's what you tell me. Oh, he ain't on the Cowboys no more. But thank you for letting me know that he was an overrated player. Now, everything say he'll go to Green Bay, he'll get in the playoff and make plays. Yeah, they have said, yeah, he got better talent around him. He got a chance to be better now. Well, he better be Barry Bonds then. So, he's over there with Pittsburgh, and he was putting up the numbers in the regular season for Pittsburgh way back in the early '90s, and he got to the damn to the NLCS and couldn't bust a great. But at the end of the day, man, all I got to say for these people over here, it really don't matter. As long as that man that's on my avatar is running the show, they wasn't winning no way, right? So don't try to sell hope to me. Don't sell me no hope. Don't sell me none of that. I know football. I know more football than you. Because y'all talk on double sides of your neck. If a nigga, I wouldn't have worried about getting no D tackle though. I would have just traded him to Bolivia or traded him somewhere in the AFC. I would not have traded him in the division. I'm gonna be real. That was terrible in the conference. That was not good. I'm not doing that. I'm not here to help. I'm not here to hook him up. Fuck him. If it's disrespect, then you send him where he had no trade clause. But at the same time, he did have to trade him somewhere he was gonna sign. So if you try to trade him to Jacksonville, he wasn't gonna sign there. Which Jacksonville didn't have no picks. But at the end of the day, if you trade him to the Jets, he wasn't gonna sign there. You wasn't trading him to Detroit. So, you was in a pickle. Now, in the offseason, if you traded him, you could have traded him, but now, so Jared put himself behind the 8 ball. And the key to that agent is that was the whole play anyway. Parsons wanted money elsewhere. He could say his heart was here. I don't believe you, sir. When TJ Watt got paid, everything went from sugar to shit. But now Dallas has got money under the cap, and they need to be able to put, and they got to make sure they get 4 impact players, and they need 6 impact players in the next 2 years. Really about 7. They got to find a way to replace the talent and just get you a good, solid defensive end. They can goddamn get to the quarterback, get sacks. All I gotta say, man, I don't want to see none of these kids that coming up here this year max that say 12 sacks. I don't need to see Boston College kid getting 12 sacks this year, dog. I don't need to see that. Not saying he will get it. I don't need to see it. This is how you win trades. The people that you already got on your roster matches and exceeds the production of the $47 million guy. That's the fast way you win a trade. I mean, Dallas be competitive. Dallas be competitive. And Dallas in some deep shit. You know, they in some deep shit right now. Because they first two goddamn games, they got Philly opening day. And then in week 4, they got Green Bay coming in. So it's gonna be all about Dallas being able to stop the run and be able to show they can get heat on some people. So Jerry better be hoping that Will McClay, Hope Eberflus, and hope in Hope business, and hope that offense is lights out. That's the main thing need to be. That offense need to be well-oiled machine. Dak gonna have to put up the numbers. And Dak, you better go out there and got a chance to show people you somebody. I ain't saying I'm the biggest fan of your Dak, but now if you can get this team in the playoff, which I do not believe they will make it. It's on Dak now. It's Dak team now. It's Dak team now. Another reason probably why Jerry got him out there. I think Jerry don't want no defense. Jerry want the quarterback to be the face of the team. He don't want no defensive player being the face of this team. That ain't the Cowboys. Face of the team in the 90s was not Charles Haley, Troy Aikman. Face of the Cowboys in the late 2000s and was Romo. Marcus Webb was known, don't get me wrong, but it was Romo. Jerry want offensive players to face his team. He ain't want, and I think, in my honest opinion, I think Jerry respected Michael, but I don't think he liked him. I think he didn't like when he went and got that podcast. I don't think he liked that. I really don't think Jerry liked that. I ain't like it neither, actually. The podcast was terrible, dog. And I told people that, man, when it first came out, man. I went on the show and they asked my opinion on it. I said, man, it ain't that good. He didn't really give us no insight into the mindset of what's really going on. So, it was just a hustle show. There's no diss to the guy. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm not a Michael Parsons fan. So, yeah. So, do I agree with everything? Hell no, I don't agree with everything Jerry do. I wish this was Dak Prescott we got rid of. But the buck had to stop there. You can't keep overpaying players and you ain't getting shit out of the players. The Green Bay Packers won Super Bowl. They ain't won Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, number one. So I'm not hating on Green Bay, but don't show me that you're better than Philly. Green Bay don't play Philly in the regular season. Yeah, they do. My bad. Yes, they do. We play the North. My bad. But at the end of the day, we'll see. We'll see what they do. I think they got the Rams. We'll see what they do. I think it's important, man, that who cares about the trade, dog? Bottom line, Dallas wouldn't win no Super Bowl no way. So you need to go get some. So, and he was an undersized defensive lineman anyway. Let's just be real. So, he really was drafted to be an inside linebacker. And I think somebody told me, he said, it's going to be a problem when it comes to contract. Because, they told me that in 21. There's no way to get him back to inside because he's not that's idiotic. He wasn't going to do it. So, you didn't have the coaching staff in there. You didn't have Bill Parcells type of mindset in there. They're going to put your ass back there. So, Cowboys look bad. I mean, Cowboys look terrible right now. But it ain't about today. Mm-mm. It's about Thursday night. That's when Dallas got to show everybody what's up. Yeah, it's about Thursday night. That's what it's about. It's about Thursday night. It's about what's going on the field. Fuck the talk. Fuck the bullshit. What's gonna happen Thursday night? And then what's gonna happen 3 days later on Sunday when Green Bay played Detroit. Right? So those games are the two big games of the week. There's more big games, Kansas City, who they playing, Buffalo, Baltimore, all them other teams. But everybody gonna have their eyes. Everybody gonna have their eyes on Thursday night, and everybody gonna have their eyes on that Sunday. Detroit play goddamn Green Bay, and see that it won't be no more back tightness. It won't be no more of that, and we gonna see what happens. And usually what happens. And and I just want to be honest. I just hope we got a trick up our sleeve, man, when Green Bay come. I would love if we had a bounty. I love a bounty bowl that day. A straight bounty bowl. And you can't do that in the NFL thanks to Greg Williams. But week 4, I would love a bounty bowl. I would love a bounty bowl. I would love it. But Jerry is not that type of guy. I ain't gonna say that. I advise Jerry don't do that. He'll be out of the league if he do it. They'll kick his ass out the NFL if that happens. So the league will be watching that game to see if any malicious intent going on that field. But I believe in fucking people's seasons off. That's why I didn't play football, because I know I'd be in prison. I believe in dirty pool. I believe in dirty play. I believe in fucking seasons off. And if I had the right kind of coaching style, man, that's gonna be hard. You're not gonna be able to sell that. But if I was the offensive line coach, I could sell it. Let me get you a couple of sponsorships outside of football. I know we're not supposed to wham block, but in that game, we gonna wham block. We running that mic up, we whamming him. We gonna try to break his rib. Yeah, we coming. We folk Dallas need to be coming hard, man. Like they did Emmett back in the day when Roy Williams hit Emmett on the shoulder, which knocked Emmett out that game, which wasn't no malicious intent. In 03, we need the same thing. I need that guard. I need Tyler Smith. Of steel. Is blocking, I need you to wham him. Blow! Knock him out the game. And I want him to get up and cuss everybody out. I want the stretcher to carry him off the field. And guess who won the trade then? Green Bay won't be winning the Super Bowl that year. But why are you like this? Man, fuck that motherfucker. He paid for the Green Bay Packers, nigga. Fuck Green Bay. Yeah, that's the only thing people mad about Jerry trading them now. Shit. I mean, you could have traded him to the Steelers. I mean, you might could have traded him to the Steelers. But Giants won't win no Super Bowl with that nigga. No way. Problem with Jerry, you paid Dak. You should have been stumping down like that last year, Jerry. Well, them both niggas. No, you can't say it was niggas. You know, it was different. It was a Romo. You could probably say some shit, but that was, you know. But you paid Dak. So now it's back on Dak's shoulders, like it should be. And Dak is your team again, sir. You gotta want, yeah, it's your team, Dak. So you have to take your ass out there to Philly. It's coming up Thursday, and you're gonna have to get a shootout on. There gotta be a shootout at OK Corral. There's gotta be a shootout in the slink, in the stinkle and stink. Who gonna stink, man? Everything say Dallas gonna get their ass whooped this coming up week. I don't do more victories. It's all about winning or losing. Only thing I can say for Dallas, you better stop the run, sir. It's what you know. You better stop the goddamn run. What's up, Jerns? You better stop the run, man. What's up, big buddy? Shit. But yeah, man. So fuck them goddamn niggas over there. Gotta replace the production. This is a production league. You got to get, so somebody got to come get me 12 sacks this season. Somebody got to get 12 sacks out of Sam Williams. Somebody got to get sacks out I can't say that African name, so the second round pick out of Boston College. I get it when I watch the game Thursday. I know how to say his name when I hear it. I hope his name is being called, so go out there. That's really what it is. Two ways to win a trade. You trade 13 sacks off your team. And you got a couple of guys that's second round guys. And the rookie go get you 10 sacks. You want to trade. That's called value. That's called value, P. That's called value. That's called Moneyball last time I checked. But Jerry don't know how to play no goddamn Moneyball because he paid Dak $60 million, so that eliminates that. See, if Jerry made this decision last year to let Dak play himself out, and now you running here with a goddamn Shedeur Sanders, then you traded goddamn Michael Parsons, and all season and got a gang of picks, and now you chilling? Now, yeah, Jerry, you look like a genius today. But you'll never be a genius, Jerry. You've been a general manager too long. So all you can do now is be cheap. Get you a goddamn analytic. You need to get you the best analytic guy. Get you a real capologist and stay under this and always find a way to be $30 to $40 million under cap every year. So when you get you a team that's like the 21 and 22 and 23, then you can go make the deals that you need to make to get you over the hump. Or the 14 and the 7s. There's the only teams you had that was 18 was all right. Them the only teams that you had that had a chance. 5 teams in 30 years since, yeah. The only teams you had a chance to do something. That's not a good ratio, Jared. It's terrible. So, you're fucked. Now, you in the Hall of Fame, Jerry, so they enshrined you. You got a bus over there at Canton. So they told you was a great man. But what I tell you, Jerry, your history says it's not going to end well for you. What I like to tell you, Jerry, is this. I ain't mad at you about this Michael Parsons shit at all. I ain't mad. Because the buck got to stop somewhere. You can't pay everybody. I understand Dak ain't done nothing in the playoffs, so early, Jerry. See, this is the reason why you negotiate early. Because if you call the agent up early in January and negotiate with him and he says, kiss my ass, fuck you. You say, well, you gonna give me a trade, motherfucker. See, that's the reason why you talk to the agent, Jerry. So you get the understanding on what the agent on, and then you know what the agent talking about, and the agent is trying to fuck you, then you can say, motherfucker, go get me a trade. And you tell the team, and then you tell the teams, I'm not trading with. Philly, Green Bay, 49ers, and Commanders. Everybody else is on the table. What about the Giants? We weren't worried about the Giants. Giants had the top 3 picks, so we weren't worried about them. And that's really, but he didn't do that. This is a mistake when you wait. Because if you goddamn be proactive, then you know what to do, and this damn deal could have been done. This trade could have been done. If you done Dak early, you would have saved probably $15 million. You'd have saved 10. You'd have saved 10. That's all you would have saved. But Jerry fucked. Jerry fucked right now. Mm-hmm. As we think we fuck, right? He's always fucked. He been fucked for 30 years. Mm-hmm. Drop snaps. Drop slants. Catches that was not called a catch. Jerry, you ain't been in bad business for a long time. Get the number 2 seed, Green Bay, bring their ass down there and run all over Michael Parsons. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think Jerry's a subpar owner. I think Jerry's a subpar general manager. That's his problem. He's a good owner. It's just Jerry needs to quit being a general manager. The reason he was a general manager is because Jimmy didn't want to negotiate contract. Now, Jerry got on the documentary and said, yeah, you know, Jimmy picked the talent, Jerry. You come on. You just came off the oil field, sir. Stop this shit. Mm-hmm. Now, he's not a subpar owner. He got a lot of money. He made the NFL a lot of money. Got NFL the Fox deal and a lot of money for the league, for the owners. So he's not a subpar owner. He's just a subpar goddamn football man. Because the problem is, it ain't him not drafting a good player. He got, you know. I'm trying to see. I throw the 90s Cowboys away as far as enshrinements in the Hall of Fame. I won't give Jerry no credit for that. But look like that he got DeMarcus Ware. You can give him Larry Allen. Yeah, look like he's gonna get Jason Witten, and he look like he might get Zach Martin and Tyron Smith. So, for not doing that, and you're still putting Hall of Famers in now. You guys, people that can help you pick talent, Jerry. Problem with you, Jerry? You ain't finishing talent off. You ain't going to get. Problem I had in 23. Trade deadline of 23. Dallas I had to do was give a 4th round pick to Tennessee. They would have got Derrick Henry. It could have been that's for a goddamn rental. It happens. I bet you this. Probably would have had the number 1 seed and had the bye week, and you wouldn't have been dealing with no goddamn son bitch ass goddamn Green Bay. Green Bay go play something else and might get whooped. But now you got Henry in, but you didn't do that. That was terrible, Jerry. You didn't go for it. Well, we got to move on from that. I mean, that was there. Because Tennessee was having a doggone fire sale. So, in 23, they had a fire sale. Now, nobody else traded for him, which was crazy. But Dallas had him. Now, could they went out there and signed him? Yeah, they could, but I knew Jerry wasn't going to do that. And then the next day, but hey, we can't cry over that spilled milk. That's over. But today, what Jerry got to hope is that Michael Parsons production is still on this roster. Fuck the player, it's the production. And everything says hell no. Everything said no, but somebody put on the thing. It's an opportunity for Sam Williams. It's an opportunity for the kid out of Boston College we took in the second round. You got LaMarcus Lawrence at the second round. He was good. Was he Michael Parsons? Yeah, no, but he was good. But at the end of, he was getting 11, 12 sacks. But Michael Parsons is a good player. We ain't going to take that away from him. Probably a damn good, great player. At the end of the day, he was trying to, he was going to try to fuck Jerry for about money. I think Jerry wouldn't be able to offer him. He wasn't going to, if Jerry offered him 47, I don't think he would have signed that. I think he would have signed a 50. He was going to try to fuck Jerry, dog. And Jerry like, nah, I ain't fucking. Man. He knew that. He knew that damn agent was trying to fuck him. And I ain't mad at Jerry for not paying that motherfucker $47 million. Fuck that. But that's the market. I don't have to pay the market. I can go get me another motherfucker down the line and pay him. I ain't got to pay that market, man. Because we're not close enough to where it matters. Dallas ain't nowhere near Super Bowl, so why pay a pass rusher $47 million? You pay pass rusher that kind of money when you close. If you ain't nowhere near there, he defeats the purpose. Because paying him, you ain't gonna be able to build around him. Paying him, you ain't gonna be able to build around him. You got an offensive lineman you got to pay. So, they fucked. End of the day, they fucked. And I'm being facetious about being fucked. It's just they look like they fucked today. And nobody believed Dallas was going to be good this year, no way. Let's be real. Nobody believed that the Cowboys was going to be good. So, I don't believe in paying guys all this goddamn money. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be mediocre. And Dak. And I'm gonna be bringing up Dak because Dak shouldn't have been paid. Jared got out of the Dak business. Jared was looking great today. He knew he wasn't gonna goddamn me do right. He need been out the business. I don't believe in nothing. I mean, hey man, as I'm back supporting the Dallas Cowboys, you know something. I might have to put my hat back on. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what's up this Thursday night. And if Dallas can find a way to pull out a victory Thursday night, I'll be back supporting them. I said, okay, you're winning, Jerry. You're looking like you're good. Everything says you're going to get your head busted this coming up Thursday night. Might even gamble on the game and put $50 down just to say that, just to support it. Then I believe in the Cowboys again. I got to goddamn support them. Because I like that he told that nigga no. I like when he tell that motherfucker no. No, I ain't doing business with you no more. But why Green Bay, Jerry? But I ain't worried about Green Bay. Green Bay ain't win. Green Bay ain't do nothing with Aaron Rodgers, nigga. They ain't do nothing. They ain't gonna get no kind. They ain't gonna get this type of talent. They ain't gonna get Aaron Rodgers no wide receivers. Y'all do Aaron Rodgers this way. Yeah, I wish Pittsburgh wanted him, but Pittsburgh couldn't afford him. Shit, we might could have got some deals with Pittsburgh. But, fuck them. It's just funny though, man. It's just funny, dog. But hey, man, I have to give Jerry credit, man. He's an entertaining son of a bitch, boy. You know, as Cowboy fans, we have a love hate relationship with goddamn Jerry Jones. Hate started in '89. They hated. Well, I didn't hate Jerry in '89. I didn't know who the hell he was. I woke up and they said he the owner of the Cowboys. They told me the next day that they fired Tom Landry. I said, was Tom Landry winning? They said no. Okay, well, Jerry was right to fire him then. I'm the only person that agreed that Jerry was right. Jerry was right to get rid of Tom Landry. He ain't owe Tom Landry anything. He just needed to fire him soon as he walked in the door. Now, when you suddenly walk in the door, you get that, hey, pack your trip, man. You got to pack your grips, man. We're going to have a press conference. We're going to let you go. Had Tom Landry in there, and you tell him. Tom Landry did have 100,000 parade for him. Tom Landry was a great coach. Can't take that away from him, but his time had passed at that particular time. You know. So, but that's long years ago. That's old. Shit. But I believe that what Jerry need to do right now, what Jerry need to do is what Jerry plan need to be, man, for the next. This is what Jerry need to be doing. Hope you can have a good season. You know, you're in the hope business right now, Jerry. You're not in. Let's go get it done. You're in the hope business. I don't believe in this head coach you got. I don't believe in him. Why I say I don't believe in him, I don't know what he does. Okay? All I know about Shotty is what kind of drink. He got a drink called the Shotty. That's all I know. He like a drink. So he like to sip on his vodka and water. It's called the Shotty. Okay. So the next thing I'm saying, what's up? The next thing I want to know is, is this running game gonna be good or not? With Williams and Blue and goddamn Sanders, is this running game gonna be an effective running game? You know? Is Dak Prescott gonna be good? Is he gonna make some plays? Is he gonna be like it was in 23 where they was in them damn shoes and they was putting up points? Will the offensive line be able to slow down the defensive line of the Eagles and the Packers and these people and be able to roll grade and run and do whatever they need to do? It's X's and O's now. Dallas offensive line, they do have some suspect over there. The left tackle right now, Guyton. Now, what Dallas gonna do about that? Tyreek Hill, $40 million divorce. So that's what I'm looking at. Dallas secondary, is it gonna be good enough to slow people down? Deron Bland and Tavon. You know, they healthy now, you know what I'm saying? They're ready to go. Will they still be ball hawks? Will Overshown, will he be good at linebacker and also blitzing and getting to the quarterback? So this is gonna have to show me that they're a real coach football team. This is the only way they're gonna win games. Are they gonna be well coached? Will Schottenheimer out-coach people? I don't know this, and I don't think he will. But I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. And you're going to have to get some coaching. And I think you blew an opportunity last year when you had the opportunity to get dollar bill. But I'll tell you this, Michael Parsons might would have been traded too. That son bitch would have been traded early. He probably would have been traded last year. Get him out of here. Some bitch ain't gonna worry. That some bitch ain't gonna sign with you, Jerry. He full of shit. That nigga ain't finna play. I think he can lie to us and say he wanted to be a Cowboy all he want to, but you want a $50 million a year out of Jerry. And Jerry had to tell you now. And then you told Jerry, hey, I do business with you, but you need to finish with the agent. Okay. Then your agent want to talk crazy to Jerry. That was a plan all along, man. I think this was a plan all along by the agent and Micah to get out of here. I really believe that. And Jerry couldn't have just had that guy sitting on the, Jerry could have, played on him. Now, I'll tell you another mistake Jerry did made. He'd have got more for him if he'd have waited too. Like if he didn't show up, he probably would have got more for him during the trade deadline too. The people like to get desperate in the trade deadline. They like to get desperate in the trade deadline too. But it's all good. You couldn't have the distraction on this roster. So you had to get it out of here. Nigga wasn't gonna act right. That's what Jerry had to do. Because I'm happy that Micah Parsons gone. Yes, I am. I think he's a prima donna. Yes, I am. Do I like when we traded him? No. I would be honest, this decision should have been made 4 months ago. 4 months ago, this decision should be made. Sometimes it ain't about the decisions you make, it's when you make them. Really, that's it's timing. Should do it for the most perfect timing. It's all timing in sports. It's all timing. You got to be on time, and you got to be on time, and you need to be there ahead of time. You always got to weigh the good with the bad. And Jerry said, I ain't trading Michael Parsons. Well, you probably didn't want to trade him. You thought you was going to be able to get him for 5 years, 42. You'd have got to be able to get him for 5 years, You might be able to get him for 5 years. But he got 4 years, 47, so. And that's the main reason why Green Bay got him. They was the only team that was willing to pay. So. That's willing to pay. Basically, it was a sign and trade, right? So, and that's willing to pay. And they paid him. And hey, they deserve his money? Yeah. Yeah, not $9. It's time to start skimming. It's time to start skimming on the check over there in dollar. I love the skimming of the check in dollar. So, Dallas just saved money on the cap. They didn't lose it. I don't think Dallas lost this deal at all. You just got to replace the production. It's production based now. You got to replace that production. You got to replace that production. This year or next year. Well, it's most likely next year, right? You got to replace the production. So you better hope these guys that was out there getting sacks and these guys out there and go make plays, get to the quarterback. And you can also stop the run. So that's really what you want to do. You want to be able to stop the run and get to the quarterback. The old message, earn the right to rush the quarterback. When you stop the run, you earn the right to rush the quarterback. The Dallas wasn't getting gashed. And like I told people the other night, Dallas had the 28th ranked rush defense in the National Football League. Regardless, will they have the top 10 rush defense in the league? Everything says no, but that's what they need to be at for this trade to look good. For them to be competitive and them to be in this division hunt. shutting the run game down and getting on these teams and beating the hell out of them. And the offense has got to be like it was in 23. Now that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. And if they're competitive and they can find a way, and some miracle way to win 10 games, they want to trade. Because production is because you didn't lose nothing. Michael Parsons doing anything, so if you do make the playoffs and you get your ass whooped by Green Bay, or you got to go to Green Bay or wherever you got to go, I don't give a damn. You're probably going to be a wild card if you make it. I don't believe you're going to beat one. But I'm objective. Dallas is not terrible. I don't think they're great. But at the same time, I don't know what to expect from this coach. I don't know what this coach bringing here. So that's the problem. There's been any other coach, been a real good coach, and he talking about I don't give a damn. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna play good football. I gotta hear the press conference from this guy in a couple of days. I'm ready to hear what Shotty gotta say. He got to tell me something, or tell me something, which can be absolutely nothing. Yeah, you can tell me something, but you can't give me no confidence that Dallas will go out there next Thursday night and whoop some butt. I'm not confident, and I wasn't confident with Michael. How about that? I wasn't confident with him. So this ain't none of these things. I got Michael Parsons. We was gonna beat Philly. Bullshit. The same thoughts I had if Michael Parsons was gonna play, it's the same motherfucking thoughts I got that Michael Parsons in Green Bay. Absolutely. If Michael Parsons was still here, I'd be saying Dallas ain't shit. I don't believe him. I don't believe in him now. I ain't believe in him yesterday. I ain't believe in him on Wednesday. I ain't believe in him on Tuesday and Monday. When they let Green Bay whoop their butt on that goddamn January 24th, I said, no. I don't believe in nothing they got going on right now. I said, I want everybody gotta go. I know that Michael Irvin said he's sad today, he'll play it. So, he's a good, Jerry usually don't do these things. You're right, Jerry usually get the top talent signed. Well, this time he didn't get the top talent signed. Because Jerry didn't want it, because at the end of the day, Jerry didn't want to sign it. It wasn't Michael's decision, it was Jerry's decision. Only thing Michael could do. So Jerry said, hey, go find your trade partner. Go find me somebody with what I need. And they went over there to Green Bay, and the agent got the deal done with him. And that's why Jerry didn't want to do business with the agent, because Jerry wasn't going to pay $47 million. He just wasn't going to pay it. But he paid 60. Doesn't matter who he paid to another motherfucker. He didn't want to pay him 47. That's what it's about. You ain't the quarterback neither. So, I don't even like the quarterback, but you ain't the quarterback. So at the end of the day, quarterbacks going to always get the most money. That's just the way it go in this league. Now, you is essential because you stop quarterbacks from being great, but God damn it, you ain't stop no Brock Purdy from being great. You ain't stop no motherfucking goddamn me love. You love bitch. That's why he wants you. Owen, hit, man. You ain't winning me shit. So we say bye, Michael Parsons using agent. That's what you was. You was a double agent. You play good in the regular season, in the playoffs, I don't know who you are. Well, guess what? We already know you ain't gonna act like that in Green Bay. There's now pressure on you to live up to the money now. What you did with Dallas is learn how to be a DN. Now you know. Now Is you gonna go excel at being a DN over there in goddamn Green Bay with Cup. Well, it's gonna be hard to fly your horse in. You're gonna have somebody, you're gonna have the Uber at the tarmac waiting on him. You gotta drive 30 miles up. Ain't no airport in Green Bay, baby. Ain't no airport in Green Bay, baby. Ain't no good strippers in Green Bay, baby. Ain't no we don't know no more. But as I close and talk about the other NFL news, I still don't believe in no Green Bay Packers gonna be shit. They might overtook the Minnesota Vikes. And that's really gonna be the matchup is the North. It's gonna be interesting to see what Green Bay doing in the North. Can they run off and probably get the number one seed? And that's really what it's gonna be about. And see, can people come up there and see what Michael Parsons doing that frozen tundra. Because, Michael Parsons isn't doing anything and Dallas in climate control. What are they going to do when the frozen tundra?